Hi there, welcome back to Shorty on the Fly. We've been away for a while, but now we're back with all kinds of new patterns to show you. And the first one here is an Isonychia Wonderbug. And you're wondering what a Wonderbug is? Well, we're going to find out here in just a few minutes. I got this pattern from Ben Turpin, and as usual with these patterns, it's very versatile. You can do it however you like, whichever configuration you like. But today it's going to be an Isonychia or a slate drake, so let's get started. I've got a size 12 clink hammer hook. We get that configured in the vise the right way. Make sure the top is level there to receive the wing in its spot. And I'm going to use Olive 60 Danville thread. I'm going to go ahead and get that started on the hook in the usual fashion. And then just as I'm starting to make that turn around the bend, we're going to tie in our trailing shuck, and in this case it is brown Zelon, and I'm tying it up here as usual so that we make sure that we maintain an even abdomen all the way down. If you tie things down at the end there, you get a bump, and we don't want that. Okay, so tie that all the way to about where the barb is, or you know, if you mash the barb, that's awesome too, but just kind of know where that is. And now for the abdomen, I'm going to use a turkey biot. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to take and pull this away from the stem, and I'm looking to get the biot. And if you see, you can see this little notch that exists here. Okay, can we all see that? See that little notch? I want to orient that toward the front of the hook. I'm just going to take a little tip. You don't need much here, but make sure we get that around and tied in really nicely. Okay, and I'm going to run my thread back up to just where the top, where the flat part begins. Now normally I would use my hackle pliers to do this, but I forgot to put them on the table, so we're going to go with my fingers instead. And what you can see is by orienting it this way, I'm getting that little raised ridge, which I like on this pattern. And I'm just kind of wrapping and trapping with my one finger as I go around, and then picking it back up with my other two as we come to the front. And we're going to go ahead and tie that off. And as I said, if you want to use hackle pliers on that, you can. It's just I forgot to stick them on the desk when I sat down to tie here, so I didn't want to go back and go over it again. So here we go. Now let's trim away the waist. Okay, get that all snugged down good in there. And now I'm putting an underwing on, and this is, I guess, where the Wonderbug thing takes place. And my underwing is some dun colored trigger point. Okay, how much you take is kind of up to you. Let you see the hank there. Kind of, I don't know, about a pencil lead worth on this size. But what I want to do is to tie this in, I'm going to come in here and trim off and even up the tips so that I have a good tie-in point. And I'm going to use a pinch wrap to kind of get everything into place there. Okay. And then I'm going to measure to the back of the hook, like the start of the shuck here. That's how long I want my underwing to be. Okay. And now for the wing material, I'm using dark coastal deer hair. I've already stacked it, so you don't have to listen to me whacking it on the desk. And we're going to come in. Okay, and I'm going to tie that in right there to where the back end is just to the end of the shuck. So you see how that sticks out a little longer there. All right, now we're going to come in, take one loose collecting wrap and another wrap and pull. And now we're going to, as we go here, we're going to pull some hairs back a little as we go, and that helps to lash everything to the hook. Okay. And then once we get that done, we're going to come in and try to get all of that out at once. And we have been successful. Now I want to cover those butts up just a little bit. And it's a little long, so I'm going to come in and go ahead and trim that out. You know, that's what your scissors are for. You can use them whenever it seems necessary and save you a little bit of time. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and wrap those down a little bit more, and we're just about finished. Okay, and now I'm going to reach for a little pheasant tail ice dub. Put that little shimmer on that you know I like on all my flies. And we're just going to take out a little wisp here and spin that onto the thread. Okay, I've got about a 2-inch noodle there. If we need more, we can come back and get it, but I think this is going to do just fine. Maybe just a little more. Okay, and wrap that right up to the eye, and then come in and whip finish. And there is one regulation Isonychia Wonderbug. Do these in whatever configuration you like by altering the size of the hook, the color of the thread, the color of the abdomen. Whatever you like, you can do with this pattern. As most of mine, it's a very versatile pattern you can use in a lot of situations. So it's good to be back. Great to be with you all again. Until we meet again, I bid you peace.